fashion enthusiasts, welcome back to my illustration channel. Well, it's not just illustration, I do much more in it. Anyway, if you are here to see the second part of our previous wonderful illustration that you may be able to see from Pinterest images, then please stay tuned. If you have not seen the previous, I'm gonna have to get rid of this one. If you did not see the previous video as to how I got into this proportionate, wonderful, extended woman, please pause this video and go watch the first part and then come on right back here so we can get to the coloring section. Copy our girl. Is this the layer? No, it's not. There it is. So we will go right back in here and copy her. There's gonna be a lot of back and forth because I'm not using two screens, so bear with me. Yes, there you go. Paste as pixel always. There you go. So now she's going to be super sharp. I'm going to zoom in. Now you see the difference between the blurry line and this crisp line. I like this little shadow effect, but I'm going to turn it off because I'm not too crazy about it. I'm going to put a white layer underneath. Okay, get rid of this one. It's blurry, it's no good. And we can flatten our layer and call it Crow Kiss. Actually, let's call it Crow Kiss. Okay, now let's get to the good part. Top, Command copy, going back to Photoshop, and 3 pixels. Okay, I'm moving a little bit faster now since you've already watched my illustration video with the scarf and know why I am doing this way. The illustration is a little bit too tiny, so no biggie. We haven't pressed enter yet, so everything is still proportionate and okay. Hit enter. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, so now let's fill this part right here with our magic wand. We're going to select outside, and once we select outside, we're going to select, modify, expand, because we don't want to just color it. We want to make sure we're inside the black line and not outside or inside. So we'll expand it by 1. And now we're going back to select inverse so that way we're inside now, and create a new layer of color. It's not going to be black, it's going to be white. Click OK. Once you finish, move that layer underneath and you have your full line work. Let's flatten it out and call it top or sweater. Let's be fun. Sexy sweater. Whatever. Now, I'm gonna duplicate this layer. I'm moving faster now because obviously I've shown you guys how to do this from the previous video. The reason why we duplicate the layer, it's because if I hold Control and select the layer, maybe Alt, Command. Oh, there you go. I forget. I'm on Mac, not PC. On PC, you hold Control and click on the layer, and it selects the layer. Because I duplicate that sexy sweater layer, when I go ahead and color this, let's give it a sexy color, pastel, orange, or whatever. When I go ahead and fill this layer, it's going to fill exactly the selected layer. So we're going to go ahead and fill that in. Don't panic. I know it looks like you can't see anything. The option is to switch from normal to multiply. You can even lighten if you want to do the cartoony effect of outline or whatever. There's so much you could do with this. Actually, this is fun. Let's do it like this. Let's do screen. I like screen. But we would have to duplicate again so we can do the color this time. So we'll switch from, there you go. I don't mind this. Do you mind it? I don't mind it. So this becomes the color. This, there you go. The layer underneath, we could call it stroke. And that would be the original sweater, okay? I'm not adding any shadow yet. I'm going to group it and call it sexy sweater. And turn back my croquis on. Voila. Once you add shadow and, you know, a little bit more movement into it, it's going to look realer. Or more, I don't want to say more real, realer. Anyway, let's move on to pants. Voila. Now, don't panic because of this little thing you see here. I'm going to show you how to fix it. Inside the paper bag layer, we're going to create a new layer. Ooh, one, not two. Place it all the way in the bottom so it's underneath the pants and call it masking. Or you can call it white out because this is exactly what we're going to do. It's you're going to white out or mask anything that's peeking through underneath the pants. So let's go to our brush. We can just type X so we switch from purple to white. Enlarge our brushes and get rid of anything you don't need. Voila. We can even get rid of these little black lines. Make sure you don't draw on top of this one. Be very careful with your top. And you can only white out, if that's the term you want to use, you can only mask or white out the pants, what's underneath the pants. Let's go thicker than that. You can't white out your shirt. For us to white out any sticking element from the shirt, we would have to go to the shirt folder, create a new layer, call it white out, and then white out. Literally, because in the pants layer, remember how we try to do it, it looks like we were covering the actual shirt. This is what we want to do. Well, this is what you don't want to do actually. Okay, now the red line is just a balance line. You can get rid of it from Illustrator when you're copying and pasting here, so it's not one single layer, but I'm pretty happy with this. So I hope you find it very helpful. So if you want to illustrate something, you are completely out of any ideas, you don't know what to illustrate, you obviously have Pinterest. If you go online, you look up little, you know, flats and details and images. This is just the sweater we just illustrated with the paper bag pants. If you want to illustrate this cool jacket, oh my god, you can. I probably will. And of course, put a little pizzazz in there so it looks like it's your illustration. You're not stealing anyone's work. Give credit where credit is due. If you are using something as an inspiration, make sure you post that image as the inspiration and then post your illustration. So I hope this was helpful. Obviously, I'm going to go back and add shadows and finish this all the way, and then I will post it at the end of the video. So of course, as usual, give it a thumbs up if you like the tutorial. Hope it wasn't too long or too painful to follow along. With the actual final look, you'll get to see all the little details and stuff I'm going to add. I'm going to copy back again from Illustrator right on top of this and reworked it. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, be good and subscribe. Oh my God, subscribe. See ya.